Welcome back, Mech Warriors. This is Oldbob 10025 with a review of not just the mechs, but of the game itself, of the different aspects of it, the good, the bad, and the ugly, and also the basics for all the new player. So without further ado, here are the basics. The game is set up like this. You have 4 different types of classes of mechs. One is the light mech, which you see right here. It's called a Pirate's Bane. Normally, light mechs are used for scouting and electronic warfare. The second type of mech is called a medium mech. They're lighter than the heavier mechs and have more firepower than lighter mechs. The next class of mechs is called the heavy mechs. They're pretty much the heavy hitters of any type of unit. And the last is the assault mechs. These are pretty much the juggernauts of any type of unit, used to assault any position if they need be. Once you played a couple matches and went through the academy, you could go ahead and earn C-bills, which are used to go purchase stuff inside the mech lab. With the mech lab, you can purchase different types of items, small lasers, any type of different things, ballistics to put inside your mech. Each mech only has a certain amount of hard points for ballistic, energy, missile, anti-missile system, and electronic warfare, or ECM. And each one has certain areas you can only put certain types of weapons in. This obviously is a Kodiak, so it can only fit 2 lasers in each arm, 2 ballistics in each torso. Now with that as well, you could also change out engines, equipment inside your lab, obviously using C-bills, which you earn through the matches or through the academy at first, and then also modules, the modules themselves. Each module, you have consumables, which are used only once, and then you have mech modules, which are used for once you get, I'll go into skill points after this, but you use these to increase different aspects of your mech itself. Obviously, when moving out of sight, enemy loses target of you instantly. So these are modules you can put inside your mech itself, and also weapon modules. You can put. This also increases different aspects of the game. Increase the ER small laser by 2. You could also go to Ultra AC5s. Different other things up to 12% of range or cooldown itself. Once you get a couple more games underneath your belt, you go to faction play. Faction play is with group play based off of taking planets themselves. You have a whole bunch of different planets you can take. As you can see here, there's a mess load of different planets you can take. But they have different corridors that you can go through based off of what they decide from an algorithm for what they have. Now, there's different factions you can pick from. There's House Davion, House Karita, House Lao, Marok, Reaver Scout League, and Steiner. And then the clan mechs, which are Clan Smoke Jaguar, Clan Jade Falcon, Clan Wolf, and Clan Ghost Bear. Each one has their unique different types of symbols you can put on the mech. The decals haven't been done yet, but they will be done hopefully soon. But each one kind of has their own pride of what they want to do. If you're a mercenary unit, you can take contracts with based off that. Each type of contract you can take. Couldn't take House Davion. Each one has different bonuses. This one, if you go with House Lao, you get a 20% bonus. If you go with House Steiner, you get negative 20% bonus or negative bonus on that. Each one has a reputation that you go and have as well. So as a mercenary, which I am like right now, I'm at 93%. Each one you get bonuses for completing matches themselves. Each time you get a certain amount of points, you get a reward of 75,000 C-bills and a mech bay. And obviously goes down the list. Then I also have leaderboards, then units, what's out there, the factions, and then the general image for a map. Then once you get some games underneath your belt, you actually put skill points into your mech itself. Every time you actually complete a match, you get C-bills and obviously general XP to use on skills. Skills you get to pick are here. Basically, you either pick from your mech of your skill, and then also the piloting trees. The piloting trees are used for, let's say, for the mech, consumables, and weapon. If you pick, say, airstrike accuracy, the airstrike accuracy decreases the area bombardment by 20%. So when you drop a bomb on somebody, it'll decrease the bombardment area by 20%. Artillery, info gathering, UAV upgrades. Just all depends what you want to use for this. You also have weapon, which they have range, cooldown, and miscellaneous. Miscellaneous will be anti-missile system overload, or enhanced narc to go ahead and give you projectile speed and increased duration by 30%. Then they have obviously the mech trees you can go for, vision and everything else. And then also they have each type of mech you have to complete. Excuse me. You have to complete all 3 mechs with the basic, and then all 3 mechs with elite to get to master. And once you get master, you get an available module slot. Each time you actually pick one of these types of skill trees, and it tells you on the bottom right, increases heat dissipation by 7.5, or twist speed, go pick that one, increases battle mech twist torso speed by 2.5%. And then the elite one, quick ignition, you go shut down, start up really quickly. Fast fire, cooldown rate increased by 5%, pinpoint and speed tweak. Increase your top speed by 7.5. And then last but not least, we master mech module slot. Gives you an extra module slot to use. The mech lab, I'll show you here, gives you this slot right here, which you normally locked. You have to unlock 3 mechs in order to go get any type of skills of the mech module, or to complete for 3 basic. All 3 have to get 3 elite.
Once you start a match, there's a pick from 4 different types of maps and 2 different types of game modes. Now these are all done secretly, so you don't know what's being picked at that time. Once a map is picked and then the mode is picked, you get to see exactly who your team is, who's on your team, who's in different units, and then also what your team has as far as mechs themselves. You also see on the opposite team, you can also chat to each other if you want to as well, through team, all, or just your landsmates itself to kind of figure out different tactics you want to go and do. Once your startup sequence is actually set up and everything, you are ready to go out in the battlefield and create mayhem to your heart's content.
And so each time you actually play the game, you have player stats. You get seed bills earned and XP. XP can be used for your mech itself to upgrade skill points for the mech, and seed bills can be used to buy extra parts, extra different things you want to do for your mech, as far as Artemis, ferrofibrous armor, when you have like lighter armor and everything else. So seed bills are earned, and then XP is earned for your mech for your skills itself. The team stat shows you exactly what your stats are as far as how well you did. Obviously, for me, 344, I think I got like 3rd place. But anyway, so that's basically how that works.
Now I'm going to go into Mechwarrior Online's better points. I played many other games, and I have to say the Mechwarrior Online has the best community I've ever seen in any type of game I've played. One of the things is they like to help you. They'll coach you. They'll actually, sit down and actually play a game with you and get on TeamSpeak and go and help you on to better your matches, to go better your mech itself. Second, it's a free-to-play game. And with all games that are free-to-play, you could purchase time, you could purchase different other things, like different types of mechs, a special type of mechs, if you want to, but you don't have to pay to go play the game. That's another great aspect about this game itself. Now, a person can purchase all the greatest stuff, but if they don't know how to use it, then they're going to be SOL. Third, this game is not like Call of Duty. It actually has a greater tactical aspect to the game, so if you go balls to the wall and run straight towards the enemy, you're going to be hurting your team and yourself. You won't be able to do anything. But the tactical advantages of this game to work as a team and a unit are one of the greatest things I've seen in any type of game itself. 4, the customization of your mech itself. They have a whole mess of different designs for paint schemes and different colors you can go and do for your mech itself. So there's an endless supply of things you can do for it. 5, it's the casual aspect of the game itself. You can sit down and play for an hour or 2, or sit there and play Community Warfare for as long as you want. 6 is they took the Battletech universe and crammed it into an online computer game, which actually they did a good job of the mech designs. 7, the plethora of maps you actually can play on are beautifully designed with different aspects of hills, valleys, cities, planets, and space. Wherever you want to go fight at, they have it. 8, the customization options for your mech is virtually unlimited. And number 9, it's Rock'em Sock'em robots. What else can you ask? And now for the negative aspects of the game. Number 1, the changes in this game are almost non-existent or work at a snail's pace. They've been promising certain aspect of Community Warfare and took almost 2 years ago to complete, or the decals, which have been promising ever since the game did come out and are now just gonna be implemented pretty soon, so we don't know. Number 2, the skill tree. It's almost non-existent. It really doesn't matter. The only reason why people do the skill tree is just to get to master a mech, so you actually put an extra module on there. The skills itself need a major revamp. That's the only reason why people actually do the skills. If not, they wouldn't even try them. Number 3, to hook the player base, a lot of other games have kind of like a daily bonus or something that basically makes them want to go log on every single day to get something, even if it's like maybe 10,000 C-bills or something else like that. PGI and Mechwarrior Online has no incentive for people to go ahead and play the game unless you have premium time, which you actually buy from the mechs themselves, so you get premium time. That's the reason why people actually don't want to waste it. Number 4, lack of community. I know I actually say that basically in my first part, the community is great, but the lack of community tools that actually people can use. There's no lobby, there's no way for people to get together. If you want to join a unit, the only reason why to join a unit is just to play with other people. There's no community as far as the game itself. The only community they have is on the forums or what other people can make through websites. Number 5, the maps. The maps are pretty poorly designed. Each map has pretty much choke points or different areas everybody goes to. If you don't go to those, you do something different, you will actually pretty much lose the game. The maps are just really lack of vision in themselves. Number 6, the learning curve. The learning curve on this game is so high that people actually have to watch YouTube videos just to figure out how to actually purchase a mech in their mech lab. I know they have the academy, which does help out. It does give them C-bills, gives the new players different things, but to throw them into the wolves is not the best way to actually do a game. Number 7, the Battletech universe. There's such a plethora of information they can draw upon to immerse everybody into the universe itself, but they do not do it whatsoever. There's so much to the universe. I mean, it is absolutely unbelievable how much they can pull from, but they don't do it. Yes, they do draw upon the units themselves and a little bit of like the mechs themselves, but they do not draw upon the millions and millions of planets that are out there. The books, the game itself, the RPG, I know I'm speaking from a personal aspect of it, but I have to say they could do a better job at getting the universe itself more, or people more immersed into the universe itself. Number 8, I would have to say the clan mechs versus the inner sphere mechs. A lot of people jump to the clan mechs because it's pretty much the easy button from Staples. And basically the clans have better equipment, better range, better damage for all the different weapons that are out there, and more weapons that are out there. Inner sphere have quirks that do help out, but the clans actually, you'll see a lot more people playing clans because it is the easy button. That's my own opinion about that, but they should have actually did a little bit more stuff on that. They did actually put the clans with higher heat for that, but you could just compensate that with different other weapons or smaller weapons or more heat sinks, whatever you got to do for it. And last but not least, number 9, community warfare is so unbalanced, it's unbelievable. I would have to say it's a good concept in its entirety, but what happens is when a pug, which is a single man unit, drops in against, or with a bunch of other pugs against a unit that has 12 people that are on a team that talk together, know every nook, cranny, valley space, everywhere to shoot, where to do everything for the game, and work together and actually talk on TeamSpeak as well against 12 people that are just randomly thrown together. It creates a total imbalance of the game. The only reason why for a pug to really actually play community warfare is to get the free mech bays that actually happen, so you could go to all different aspects, the different types of units, Smoke Jaguar, House Steiner, to go get those mech bays. That's really the only reason why a community warfare person as a pug will actually want to go do it. If you want to create a unit or be into a unit, you have to be good to go against, say, MS or the different type of people that are out there, because they're pretty good and know everything about community warfare. And I have to say, it puts an unbalance towards a normal person that just wants to play the game. All in all, I do like this game, as I do play it often, and I have to say I will give it a 8 out of 10. I appreciate you guys watching, and I know you watch other YouTubers. Thank you for watching mine. If you have any comments about the good, the bad, or the ugly, leave them down below. Hit that like button, and like I said, I really appreciate you watching, and I will see you on the battlefield.